In fact, I was told off by the nurse for giving her too much. Little did I realise that this would be the first of many bottles. Mind you, the contents have changed somewhat since those early days. Some 22 years later, to be precise, on the 21st of April 2002, Julia travelled to Plymouth with her housemate Amber, who had just passed her driving test. They were going to celebrate the birthday of another flatmate, Lee. She remembers it well, as on the way down, unfortunately, the car hit a pheasant. It upset them both. She's never forgotten this. Anyway, they arrived safely, and they all went out for a few drinkies. Here she saw Terry. For the first time. He ordered drinks for everyone. She thought. He's got to be a rich guy. He's keeping a list out there. Unfortunately, he was sporting a leg injury. To say this was the first of many accidents to follow. But that's another story. Anyway, unfortunately, Julia's wine was not to her liking. So, of course, being an absolute gentleman, Terry kindly swapped his drink for hers. So this is where history was made and their relationship began. It is tradition, of course, for the parents of the bride to give her away to the groom. By this symbolic gesture, the parents give their blessing to the marriage and express confidence in sharing their responsibilities with the new husband. Terry, I can tell you that Rosalind and I are delighted to share this responsibility with you, in the belief that you will do the best to enrich Julia's life. You haven't escaped yet. We expect that Julia will work to enrich yours. We know that you will not take this responsibility lightly, but feel that I should offer you some words of advice, if not to you, then to both of you. First of all, some thoughts for both of you. Love does not consist of gazing at each other, but in looking together in the same direction. Good sense, this. A successful marriage requires falling in love many times.
Yes.
Always with the same person. Success in marriage does not come merely through finding the right mate, but through being the right mate. Treat each other as you would your dog. Make a fuss at each other, feed each other well, and let each other off the lead now and then. Not a lot here, but some thoughts for Julia. Julia, if you want something from Terry, just ask for it. Don't forget, he's a man, and hints don't work. When you are wrong, say sorry. When you are right, say nothing. And now, some thoughts for Terry. Women are made to be loved, not understood. That is a quote. They're wired up wrong. What's the one? Yeah. Nothing makes a good wife like a good husband. When you are getting ready to go out, remember to say, "No, Julia, your bum doesn't look big enough." Never go to bed in the middle of an argument. Be a man, stay up and fight. You've lost anyway, so you might as well get it over with. Julia will always have the last word in any argument. Any word you come out with afterwards is by default the start of a whole new argument. Remember, when you buy her flowers, it proves you are guilty. But of course, beware of the far more serious consequences of not buying her flowers. Remember to put the seat down after you. Very important, that one. And always remember those two invaluable words, "Yes, dear." Finally, I hope you have a truly wonderful honeymoon, which Terry will find is the period between "I do" and "you'd better." In anticipation of the speech, I've spoken to a good friend who has had many more years' experience than my own. His advice was the following: tell them they should go to a little restaurant twice a week for a candlelight dinner, soft music, and a slow walk home. Terry should go on Tuesdays, and Julia should go on Friday. To finish, a quote from Robert Browning that's worth thinking about. Grow old along with me, the best is yet to be. All that remains is for me to ask that you be upstanding and join me in a toast. Julia and Terry, may you live long and fruitful lives, in which your aim is to enrich each other's lives as you work together for common goals. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Horswill.